Good afternoon, welcome. Hope you are doing well wherever watching me from around the world. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. So today, I want to talk to the young Gen Zs. In the early 90s, people used to watch movies on video tapes. We call them VHS tapes. And then before it, we got the CD-ROMs, and then now we have online streaming of movies through apps. You can watch through your phone, laptop. Now, before, I'm just talking before internet. People used to watch movies on a video tapes which were put in a video recorder and watched. So those days there used to be many movies like Bruce Lee, Terence Hill, Eddie Murphy. But the movie I really liked well was by an actor called Sylvester Stallone. He's an American, and he used to act many movies. Like he has acted the movie called The Creed. He has acted Rocky movies, the Rocky franchise. But the biggest movie I ever acted was called Rambo. So we have Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3. So basically, Rambo is setting the issue in the times of Vietnam War. Before the Soviet Union collapsed, Soviet Union used to promote communism and Americans' democracy. So there's a small country called Vietnam where the people in power were supporting America. They were for democracy, in quotes. I'm saying in quotes, democracy in quotes. And then the other side, there was the rebels who wanted to oust that government, were getting support from the Soviet Union, so they were communists. So the war started, and America decided to enter into the war directly to help the democratically elected government. So in other words, to support their proxy there in Vietnam. Soviet Union supported the rebels through arms and all that, even information, just like what is happening now in Ukraine. That time now it was reversed. It was America which was fighting directly, while Soviet Union was supplying arms. The America is doing for Ukraine. How times things change. So this Sylvester Stallone acted Rambo, so it's set in Vietnam. So he goes to Vietnam to fight. And mind you, in the movie he's acting as Rambo, a former military man who was retired from the army, and is called by the American army to do missions. It's undercover. They don't want to use him directly. They don't want to use him as a part of the army, but just as a subcontractor, someone who goes into wars and does many things, and it's below the government radar. They're called contractors. They're even doing it in the Iraq war. When America invaded Iraq, they were using these contractors. They do the dirty work, so that if they do any bad thing, it cannot be, what is the word? It cannot be put back to the American government. So now, Rambo starts fighting. He does, and then sometimes he gets caught. He's about to be killed, and he wins. So in all the Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3 sequence, Rambo is always fighting from a weakened position, but he always wins. He overcomes his challenges. That's what I'm saying. Rambo. Your Rambo experiences. So that's what I'm talking about, my Rambo experiences. My Rambo experiences. That is, what have you been experiencing? What have you been experiencing that have been hard for you and you have overcome? So that's what I'm talking about, my Rambo experiences. In the sense that how have I been able to overcome my challenges like the way Rambo used to overcome? These are big challenges. So my Rambo experiences are like this. I used to work. I graduated, started working. Then in 2013, after working for over 7 years, I lost that job. That's when I knew that people are bad. When you don't have money, that's when you suffer, isn't it? So imagine people who used to help this switch off their phones. So it was a very difficult time for me. That's why when I see these young men committing suicide, I just wonder, me have passed through a lot of hardship, because now you have been programmed to work, you lose your job, even that energy to look for another job goes out, because you are so used to that job. It was like an addiction. That's why I always tell people, if you are an 8 to 5 job, you're just one paycheck away from poverty. Yes, I became poverty because I had not saved. I was get the money and spend. I didn't get financial education, someone to tell me, okay, when you get your salary, the first thing is to save. Even before you pay your bills, save in a circle. So that when you lose your job, you can be able to save that money. Yeah. So I was checking something down here. So you see, so now fast forward, 2018, I get a job. It's very also difficult part-timing. Here, if you're a lecturer, majority of lecturers are part-timing because universities are not hiring, they're in financial mess. And even if they want to hire, if there's one job or two jobs, even one job of 1,000 people apply. So the person who will get, because of there's a lot of nepotism in Kenya, is someone who's around that university. In fact, someone who was on part-time there is the one who gets the job. With 1,000 applicants for that job. So it's hard. So now I get this job, I'm living in a place here, in one place. So I have to take a mat in Umoja. I used to live in a place called Umoja. It's a middle class area. It's more of a low middle class because the rents there are very cheap and everything is cheap, but it's very far from the town center, CBD, Nairobi City. So it's in Nairobi City, but it's very far from the CBD. So I have to take a matatu, reach, it's called what? To reach Nyao Stadium, I have to take 2 mats from where I live in Umoja. And then City Stadium, yes, from Umoja to City Stadium, I take 1 mat. In fact, it's the morning. It's crazy. You have to walk from my place where I live to Main Road to get a bus, which is cheaper to save some money. And then when I get to City Stadium, I have to take a matatu to Nyao Stadium. That's now what, the second matatu. From Nyao Stadium to Bomas, that's the 3rd matatu I'm taking. And then another 4th matatu all the way to the campus. And then when I reach the stage, I have to walk another 1 kilometer. I've taken 4 vehicles in the morning, mind you. In the evening, I have to take another mat to Bomas. And then I take another mat to Nyao Stadium. Now, instead of taking the 3rd one, then I take another 3rd one to City Stadium and then home. And then again walk home. So from home to the stadium to the bus station, I walk like a kilometer. And then from my bus stop to my workplace, another kilometer. So it was hard. So it became so thin. It's as if it was Shakahola. For the people who don't follow Kenya, the Shakahola is this pastor who convinced his followers in a church to go hungry, to do starving, while him is going fat. They are growing things, and many of them starved to death. He told them that they are going to see God, Jesus, in heaven. So most of them starved to death while he was taking their wealth, their money, properties, and all, what have you. Shakahola. Those people who were starving themselves to death because their pastor wanted them, convinced them that they are going to go to heaven, while him himself was eating well and taking their property. So if you're in that church, you give out the money to the pastor, and you die of starvation, while him is eating and gaining everything. So that guy is in jail now, is facing, I don't know, over hundreds of people that died. So sad. So it's very thin. People were thinking I'm Shakahola. I'm not like the way I'm. That time I believe even I'd gone up to nearly 50 kilos. And when I used to work before I lost my job, I used to be over 75. So now I'm approaching, I may be in my mid-60s, I may be 65 kilos. So I've gained 10 kilos. And I want to gain another 10, God willing. So that's what I'm talking about. What's your Rambo? That was my Rambo experience. Just like Rambo the actor, I overcame my challenges, and now I'm here. Things are not so well, but I'm hoping for the best, isn't it? So that's why you young man watching me, maybe you don't have a job, you are educated, you have a certificate, diploma, or you have some training, you have some skill, don't give up. Just like me, I used to take like 8 vehicles to a job, and then when I get the pay, I pay most of it, my rent, my bills, and transport. I never used to save anything. Now I think things have improved. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I'll get there. That's why I'm talking to this young man watching me. Life is a journey. You'll reach there. When you're in a journey, you have ups and downs. You have a car puncture. You have robbers stealing from you. You have illness, isn't it? You may be traveling far and then fall ill. So many things. Me, I just want to tell any young man or woman watching me, never give up. Always work hard. The Rambo experiences make you better. Those challenges, fights that you have, make you better. That's what I just wanted to share with you. You know that they're saying Kenya things are hard. Yes, but things are going to improve. Sooner or later, Kenya is going to wisen up. In the next election, they're going to elect people who look like me, who think like me, and who have an idea on how to make every Kenyan rich. We need a leader, president, who, if you given this country, will make things better for everyone. Those are the leaders we want. Like me always say, if you give me Kenya as the president, within 5 years, there will be no job, there will be no crime, there will be jobs for every young man and woman, there will be no starvation. What else? There will be good road network. You'll just be traveling. When you leave your job, you have alternatives. You can take the bus, which is high capacity electric bus. You can take a commuter train, isn't it? There will also be trams that can move within the town. You can take an Uber, which is safe because we have security cameras all over. We have a police force that is there to respond to criminals. So you, as a young man and woman, you'll have it easy. You'll be like, you'll see if you're living in New York. Yeah, you have commuter trains, you have buses, you have Uber, you have policemen who are mobile in their vehicles, keeping security. So in other words, you'll have it easy. There'll be enough food for everyone. There'll be jobs for everyone. And Kenya would be like heaven. And we have it all. We have the land to generate food, that you can do value addition, to create industries, to export. We have our engineers who can make good roads so that people move easily. We have our transport circles that can bring in good buses for people to do. We have people who work in the transport sector who can be paid well to treat the passengers, their customers well. We have doctors, teachers, civil servants, lecturers, police who should be paid very well, that they give good service. We have a young generation who are innovative, who are given support, they can reach the skies. Our scientists can do innovations. We have nice estates. They can build good houses for all Kenyans, decent, no slums. In our estates, you can put up community centers where you have a small, it's called the hall for what? For meetings, for indoor sports, for public meetings, indoor sports, for drama, doing drama, for acting, for social activities, for sports. Maybe it's on several acres. There's sports, soccer. So it's a place whereby people can develop their skills and relax. In fact, I want to call them, you can have recreational centers in all estates in Kenya. First of all, you need to reclaim all grabbed land. Even if they have houses, we demolish all of them. As long as the land is grabbed, it is returned back to the public. We put recreational centers. In fact, that's what I'll be talking about. We need RCs, recreational centers, that have that have social halls, that with indoor games like boxing, table tennis, you name it. With soccer, with basketball, volleyball, with swimming pools for the community, recreational centers in every estate. Like when I was growing up in the 90s, there was so much space. But now people have grabbed everything. That should not be happening. Each estate should have a recreational space. And if someone has grabbed public land, that house, even if it's a I don't know, even if it's a skyscraper, it comes down. You have to reclaim more spaces. And also ensure that Nairobi is expanded. Let's live on the outskirts of Nairobi. That's why my Rambo moments, my Rambo experience. All of you, as you have your Rambo experience, you know that things will be better for you. Don't give up. things will improve. You lose your skills and talents to ensure that you become better. There's always sunshine after darkness. So this is the Professor Maima show. I want to pray for you who's watching me, that you have a long life, that your dreams become reality, and you become rich and prosperous, and not only you, your children, grandchildren, and all your generations. That dream for a job becomes reality, a car, reality, a plot, reality, a big flat that you want to build, reality, that promotion in your job, reality, getting a good man and a woman that you start a family, reality, get a passport, travel out of this country and see the world, reality, endorsements for maybe you want an endorsement, someone to endorse you for a job, for a position, reality, and you become rich, reality. Pray for myself for big money, to build a technological university that can produce a product that can be used here, Africa and worldwide, provide jobs for the young Gen Zs, and train future entrepreneurs that will take Africa to the next level. That's my prayer. Amen. So if you have liked what I've said on our channel, you can support us on the mobile M-Pesa down there, plus 254 769 729 327. I'll repeat again, mobile M-Pesa, plus 254 769 729 327. And as I always say, gwaheri ya kuonana, gwaheri.